Hey guys, Samantha the Card Girl here. I need to breathe. There's so much in front of me from the two videos that I forgot to include 3 decks of my spring and summer collection. So I'm going to insert those here now because these videos are back to back. And it was literally right to the left of me, so I don't know. But the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot, obviously mermaids, hello, is a spring summer deck. I just love the back so much. So vibrant. Very non-traditional, but so fun. I actually am still yet to read or use this deck for readings with other people. I think I did the deck interview with it, and that's about it. So I haven't really, I've been waiting because I bought it before the season. So I've been waiting to use it. But we are in summer now. It's July. So maybe I'll put out there that I am offering readings with this deck for the summer season. So that's one of the ones I forgot. Another one I wanted to include is the Classic Tarot, Original Tarot deck. This is just one that I got off on Amazon. You can get different versions of a traditional Rider-Waite, but I included these in spring and summer because of the backs. So these really pretty stark white backs with this beautiful pink and blue mandala symbol. And then it's just a basic, absolutely nothing different, traditional Rider-Waite images. I do love these cards. I'm going to try to do a close-up. They, do you see that, like, I call it the waffle pattern, but that textured cardstock. Let's see, I don't know if it'll pick it up on the white, probably not, but, I absolutely love it. It's so durable. Great if you're a riffle shuffler. So yeah, I wanted to include this one. And lastly, the Antique Anatomy Tarot. Now this, yes, can be, I think, both spring and autumn because, skulls. But it's the flowers that do it for me because there are flowers incorporated in all the images. So I think for that reason alone, for me anyway, it screams more spring than anything else. So I wanted to include that. Alright, so those are the 3. And I am just going to jump right in with some decks that can be both the last tag and this tag, which is hashtag deck modifications, or my deck modifications. I think it's just deck modifications. But so I'm going to start with the Enchanted Lenormand Oracle. This has a cute pull-out drawer, and I keep a little quartz point with it. I love the drawer style in the big box, so you can keep pen and like little notepad in here too. But it's so cute. Yep, that is the right way. These are the backs. So again, very foresty, very just like with all the plants, and you've got the clovers here. And then everything is in a beautiful crystal, like all the images are in a beautiful crystal ball. So, okay, I'm sorry, these ones are upside down. This is deck modification because I edged mine in brown, like a dark brown, because it's woodsy. Very woodsy in the forest vibe. So brown it just fits. It just fits. Such a cute deck. And I don't really know the full Lenormand system, but because it's Lenormand / Oracle, it's not so strict with the Lenormand system, even though you do have the playing card, the number, and then like things like the, actually this one isn't titled, to say like book, man, snake, that kind of thing. It's just the images. So you can go off of that and use your intuition, which is neat. And this deck, I don't know if it comes with 2 men and 2 women, but I can't remember if I pulled one of each out. It might be at home. Just want to see really quick to show you. Yeah, nope, I pulled it out. So it comes with a Caucasian man and woman and an African American man and woman. So that's that. And okay. Like, what did I do with the box? Okay. The Crystal Unicorn Tarot that I featured in the last one, I edged in pink, blue, yellow, and purple to go with all the colors in the deck. My Universal Celtic Tarot, which was also featured in the last tag, I edged in silver because it had the silver detailing and this symbol, and it just looks better, I think. It not really showing up that great here. It looks more gray. There we go. Maybe. In the right light, it's a kind of a dull rainy day out, which I love. We just had like 80-90 degree weather and it's 70s today, so I'm very happy. I love rain and cooler days. If it were up to me, it'd be like 70 year round. I just love it. But anyway, Universal Celtic Tarot. Okay. Alright. So then another one that I guess could be included in the spring summer is my Shadowscapes Tarot. And it's very pastel watercolors, which is why I say it's lighter, good for spring, summer. But I'm including it in the purples too. A lot of beautiful purples and blues. I'm including it in my deck modification because it had borders and the corners were sharp. So I cut this is silver borders, and it had silver borders all around, and I trimmed it and rounded it, and I love how it fits in my hands better. It just, I don't know, it just made the deck easier to work with, and the borders really took away from the images. I know the Czech version of this, the cards are more oracle size, so they're bigger, like you can really see the artwork. But with the American version, it was, the artwork is just so stunning. There's a lot to it, and borders just took away from it. So I did not like that, so I changed it. Yeah, just beautiful, beautiful, stunning deck. Very Fae-oriented deck. Like little creatures all over in almost every card. Just beautiful deck. Okay. The next one is actually V's deck with V Love and Crystals, whose hashtag I am doing right now. Her Eye Candy Oracle. I actually edged, so like the blues, I have blue, and then where it turns pink, I did pink. And I also purchased this really fun cotton candy quartz to go with the deck that I keep with it. Oh, come on. Okay. Look how fun. It's just like an electroplating. But, I mean, come on. It's just, it's so fun. And it's a quartz, so it still has the property of quartz. But, yeah, it's just a little piece of eye candy with the eye candy, right? I love it. And I got this on Etsy as well as, I got the cards on V's Etsy shop. So, yeah. V, if you're watching, I hope you like the mod and this cute little cotton candy quartz. Even the name, cotton candy quartz. I mean, perfect. Alright. So, next, the Light Sears Tarot. I really wish that I had gotten the original, I guess, indie version, because it came with, like this mint, the lighter green in here, edges, but I didn't. I missed out on that, and then now it's out of print. This is the mass produced, and I only meant to go with one version of green. I ran out of marker, went to get another one. They looked the same color, clearly not, but I actually don't mind it so much. I think it works. I like the greens. They still work with the colors of the cards and the backs, the colors on the backs, because they're different, kind of different colors too, like deep green, lighter green, and darker green a little bit, but like still in the minty family. So, Light Sears Tarot. Alright, 4 more. This is the the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle. I don't have the original box. Stunning Oracle deck. I modified it because I rounded the corners, and then these hole punches here. It's just because I bought the wrong thing. I only meant to get a cutter that, you know, cut the corners and rounded them. I didn't realize I had gotten one with a pattern. But that's okay, because it kind of fits with the vibe, I think, of it. If I can get it to focus. Like, yeah, it cut some of the pattern off, but it's not major. I like it. I like the real images look of this deck. And how they're not all, ooh, why'd it go yellow? How they're not all, you know, like drawn looking. Some are, and some look more like real photography. So pretty. I definitely don't work with this one enough. This is absolutely, I consider, a darker months deck. I don't really pull it out this time of year. And then we'll go with the Everyday Witch. This one is also one that I purchased from MakePlayingCards.com, so it's smaller. Now, when the creator came out with the mini Everyday Witch, this is the size I was hoping it would be. I think this is the size a lot of us were expecting, and for it to come out in a tin, and it didn't. It came little, hard to shuffle. Really, you can't really use it to read, like for other people and stuff. So when I bought this and saw the size of it, I was so happy. But this is under the deck modification because I edged it in black. It's not something that I have been daring enough to do with my full size of this, and then I'm going to, if I haven't already, I can't remember, I'm going to rehome my mini one, unless I did already. I don't know. You know, life has just got me so, I don't have the energy to do a lot of stuff. I haven't really been doing readings because I have not had the energy to do energy work. I've just been kind of focusing on being the mom and adjusting to life with 3 kids, and now they're on summer break, so they're home all the time, and I'm just like, blah, it's chaos. So I have been kind of stepping away from anything like this with the readings and whatnot, and that's also why I have not been making videos, because I've just been taking a hiatus, much needed hiatus. I am hoping to get back at it regularly, but that means I also have to keep my storage space under check, because a lot of times that's my main problem. Usually is, and I always say it, I'm always running out of storage space for videos. Ramble over. Let's continue. The next one is the Ghosts and Spirits Tarot. So obviously one I'd use around Halloween. Beautiful images. This is a deck mod because I laminated it. You can see the cardstock was just so flimsy. Just like my Everyday Witch. And I actually do have a laminated copy of the Everyday Witch here. So essentially I have one normal size laminated Everyday Witch, one non-normal size Everyday Witch, the medium size Everyday Witch, and the mini. I love the deck very much, but the mini one's gotta go. But these are, this reminds me of the Shadowscapes. It's like the equivalent, like you have the spring, summer in the Shadowscapes, and then the fall, winter in the Spirit, Ghosts and Spirits Tarot. Just because they've got like the same, almost like watercolor type vibe, but these are darker. There's a lot of like bubbles and creatures hidden in the images, and a lot of swirls, and a lot going on. But the cardstock is just too, like, I wouldn't even, it doesn't even need to be like the borders taken off. I actually like the borders with it because the cards are so dark. It kind of, like the light images in the cards, the borders help make them pop. But yeah, so beautiful cards, absolutely. And the backs are just so fun. I love the ghosts. Love the ghosts. All right, two more. Next is my Zombie Tarot. And I edged mine in red. And then I took the same marker and like colored my the tips of my fingers and added bloody fingerprints and blood streaks, because this is a zombie deck. When you buy this deck in the store, it's super crisp and super clean, and that's just, zombies are not super crisp and super clean. So I bloodied up the cards a little bit, and I absolutely love it. It just adds to the charm and character of this fun, quirky, sassy deck. You can tell it's like 1950s era images. Woo. Just fun. This is my all-time favorite card, by the way. Kicking him down the stairs. She's got this awesome, elegant gown on, and she's holding the gun. I don't know. I love it. It's sassy. It's fun. I would read with that one year round. I don't even care if it's a zombie deck and more, you know, like Halloween themed. But lastly, the Literary Witches Oracle. I actually want to get a different box for it, even though I love the box, because I've made it my own. I could not read with it, and I know I've mentioned that in a previous video. So I kind of made my own oracle deck with it. I took out the majority. It was a 70 card deck, and I narrowed it down to 21 cards that I use, and then I made my own guidebook and with my own interpretations of what I'm making the cards for me, right? So I've got teacup. So like, for example, and I have them in alphabetical order too, to make it easier for me. So teacup, taking a gentle approach to things, because teacups are fragile, right? You have to be careful with them. And we've got eel, take a no-nonsense approach to things. This can also be sneakiness. Eels, when I was looking up, not metaphysical I was looking up something about the eel, and it said that they're very good with smoke and mirrors kind of a thing, you know, slippery like an eel, trickster kind of energy. With the eye, be mindful, keep an eye on things, keep an open mind as well. I get with this, but like I love it because these images, like even though I have written down my own keywords for them, I still use my intuition, and it depends on the cards around them. The snail, I believe, is taking things slowly, but yeah, it's neat. I took an existing deck and made it my own, with the exception of obviously the